Hey YouTube, this your girl Janae of All Things Janae. Welcome back to your favorite channel. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about why you should take social media with a grain of salt. This is not about, well, let me just say this. If you're getting to the money on social media, it's not about that. It's not about networking, none of that stuff right there. Get your bag, baby. Get that bag. Don't let what I got to say come between you and that bag. But outside of making money, outside of spreading love, outside of spreading encouragement, or even scriptures and things of that nature, take social media with a grain of salt. Okay, so before we even really just get into it, I'm going to take it back a little minute. I initially set out to record this video on last week, and I had done put it off until like later in the week. But it was earlier in the week when I woke up and got on Facebook, and one of my not classmates, we didn't go to school together, one of my old co-workers was on there talking about how people be on the internet portraying to be one way, knowing they're not really like that in real life. And I was like, man, listen, I agree so much. I'm tempted to just go ahead and pass that collection plate around because you really preaching to the choir right now. But I mean, we came to agreement, and I was like, okay, yeah, now it's time for me to go ahead and record this video and put it out. And so I did. Well, I recorded it, and I recorded it, and I recorded it, and I recorded it again. I recorded it like 5 times, and I think that 4th time it was real good, but it kept getting deleted for whatever reason. I'm not sure, but I pray, Lord, please allow me to record this video, allow what I have to say to be effective, and allow it to help at least one person. That's my prayer because, yeah, I don't want this one to get recorded this time. So let's get into it. Like I said, this is not about making money on social media. These different apps have millions and millions and millions of people on there, and there are several ways to get money on social media. And we all use it. That's why you're on here, right? Yeah, exactly. We all use it in some form or fashion. But outside of the money, the networking, and all the good stuff that social media can be used for, take it with a grain of salt. The likes, the comments, and the shares. If you deem that a like, comment, and share is from a good, genuine place, then this is not about that. But outside of the genuine places, take that stuff with a grain of salt. A lot of times people will comment on your stuff, wishing you well and saying these great things, cheering you on. And behind the scenes, they wishing you hell, speaking foul on your name. You can't take that stuff too serious. You gotta really be able to discern what's what. And if you don't have that type of discernment, I pray that you will ask God for it and that He will give it to you and you will use it and store it well. I ain't even gonna edit this stuff out. I'm just gonna flow all the way through. Another thing about social media gives off a distorted perception. A lot of times what you see is not what it is. Like, for example, Sister Susie from 7th Street can post her Birkin that her man gave her, and Sister Sally will get jealous. But what Sister Sally doesn't know is that Birkin was given to Sister Susie by a married man. But Sister Susie ain't telling the folk that. Or if somebody going on trips, you think they got it like that, but the whole time it might be a sponsored trip or somebody's paying for it. Well, technically that's sponsoring too, but yeah, like, what you see is not always what it is. You can say one thing and it can have one meaning, and then somebody else will take that and perceive it as meaning something else, but only you know what you meant by that. So take social media with a grain of salt. Let me get into the next problem. A lot of times people really just don't be meaning what they say. Like my ex-coworker said, like, I could see a lot of guys posting about how they looking for love and this, that, and the third. But me knowing them, like really knowing them, they really just trying to be stuck in their player ways. But that's another story for another day. Like, yeah. Like, I ain't gonna even get into all that. But another thing is social media only shows one piece of the puzzle, which kind of ties into what I had to say about Sister Susie and Sister Sally earlier. Like, it only show you, people only showing the good, which is not a problem because who wants to get on there and just post the bad all day? Nobody. And nobody wants to see or read that. So there's nothing wrong with just posting the good, but you seeing the little glimpse that you see is not giving anybody their whole life story. As we shouldn't give people our whole life story unless you write a book, and still not even then, because once people feel like they know you and your life story, It is never ending. Trust me, I know. Don't ask me how I know, but I know. Next subject. Another reason why you shouldn't take social media too serious or take it with a grain of salt is if you're not posting your every move, thought, plan, go, people assume you ain't trying to do nothing. You a bum. You just ain't up to nothing. Like, they narrate the story for you. Like, what they do that at? I just think it's crazy, but everybody, I don't live for social media. I'm on here trying to get to the money, like Shamar be saying, but outside of that, it's just social media. Like, at the end of the day, I still have a life to live outside of YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Like, I still gotta make things happen outside of that, and I'm still making things happen outside of that. I don't live for the internet. I never have. I've always been a private and low-key individual because all that don't mean nothing at the end of the day. But thank you guys for listening thus far. I hope this helped somebody, and please like, comment, subscribe, and drop any comments, remarks, suggestions down below.